Nick, and to mirror the words of Paul Harrell, I'm out on the range today, but instead of hearing gunfire, at least I hope, because it's my private range, you may hear the neighbor's dog barking. So he does get wound up, and I've been shooting today, so he seems to have taken a break, so hopefully that's good. What I wanted to talk about today is going to be something semi-serious. I've been posting pictures on Instagram, Facebook, things like that of different guns when I've got them out at the range. And if it's a gun that I have a weapon slide attached to, I normally shoot it with the light, because the added weight on the front, it changes all the characteristics. You guys that shoot guns with lights on there, you understand. You know, it's as much as a couple ounces in a lot of cases, and that can drastically handle or change the way the gun handles. So, long story short, posting pictures of these guns, they've got lights on them, and I've had people ask me, hey, you know, what's with the deal with the lights? You know, you don't need it during the day. So normally it breaks down to, well, I have the lights on there anyway. I shoot with them because that's how the gun handles. It handles its own way with that accessory on there. And that leads to the conversation about weapons lights. Why would you put a light on a gun? There's a lot of reasons why, and you know, there's a light on your home defense gun, and there's a light on your carry gun, and those are different conversations. I am a huge proponent of having a light on any defensive firearm where you might reasonably expect to use that gun in a low light or no light situation. My biggest thing, we'll start with home defense. You know, I hear a noise in the middle of the night, I get up, I grab my gun, I go downstairs or wherever to investigate the noise. Short of reaching on the wall to turn a light on, I have no real good way to identify that target, because most of us, you know, we don't have all the lights blazing in the middle of the night. We might have a lamp or something on, but that's not enough for me to reliably identify somebody's there. Now, my kids are all little, so they shouldn't be going in and out of the house on their own. However, if you've got a relative that you've given a key to, you know, maybe they said, you know, I'm in town, I'm going to crash on their couch. I don't want to wake them up, it's the middle of the night, I'll just let myself in, I'll lay down on the couch, and then we'll talk about it in the morning. Or a close friend that maybe got into it with their spouse and he headed over to your house, he didn't want to wake you up, and you hear that noise, and if your first whatever is, I'm going to shoot whatever I hear, nobody should be in my house, and you've forgotten about giving those keys out, or you've got teenage kids, they do sneak out. I know we all think that our kids won't do it. Like I said, mine are little, but you know, I'm sure my dad thought that we would never get in any trouble as teenagers, and we did. So for me, it's all about positive threat identification. I want to make sure that I know that that person's a threat. I don't want to be shooting my friend, my family member, my kids, my spouse. And that's leaving any legal whatever out of it. That's just the mental whatever of having shot somebody that didn't need to be shot. So the other side of that is, if I'm in a situation, I need to be able to see what is going on. You know, if somebody has come in my house, and I'll just use my CZ P10C as an example, no mag, it is clear, somebody's in my house, I'm giving them commands, I may not be able to see what their hands are doing, but I have a light on there. So I can illuminate the whole situation, I can make sure, you know, give them commands, put your hands where I can see them, get on the ground, whatever, and I can, if they go for something, if they've got a weapon in their hand and they've dropped it, I can see all that. It's going to help my decision-making process. And then either if I need to shoot somebody, I'll be able to make that decision. And if I need to put the gun away and not shoot somebody, I can make that decision. So it's all about what I like to call decision enhancement. It's making it that much simpler to decide on your next course of action. As far as it being inconvenient, yeah, it can be. So this is the Olight PL Mini 2 Valkyrie. I have a review on that. I'll put it up there if you guys want to check it out. This is a great little light for concealed carry. It's 600 lumens. It's a very wide beam. It's not going to stretch out all that far. So for indoors or, you know, most of the time handgun fighting distances, this light is probably sufficient. And I say probably because you never know. But it is a good light, and there's holsters molded for it. It doesn't add that much to the gun. It doesn't add a whole lot of weight. Doesn't add a whole lot of bulk. If you're somebody that's going to carry something like this, CZ P10C, which is comparable in size to a Glock 19, that's probably not going to bother you. However, that's not the light I would use for home defense. So come over here, I've got my CZ P01 Urban Gray, no mag, it is clear. Now this one has the Olight PL Pro Valkyrie. Guys, I like Olight, I also like Streamlight and Surefire. I'm not sponsored by Olight or anything. These are just, that is actually my concealed carry gun with the concealed carry light that I use. And this is a light that I am testing out currently for review. I do have my first impressions and unboxing video, so I'll throw a card for that. I'm getting card happy these days, how to figure out how to use those. So this light is a little bit bigger, as you can see. I want to say it's almost 3 ounces. It is a larger light, but it also has a larger lumen output. It is 1500 lumens on its highest setting. It does step down after a minute and a half to, I think it's 600 lumens, has a low setting at 300 lumens. It's got step downs and all that to preserve the battery life. Some people hate it. I don't really mind it because typically I'm not leaving my light on a super long time. I'm going to visualize, visually confirm whatever's down there, turn it off, and then move in silence and darkness until I get to the next spot. Sounds a lot cooler than it is, but I don't want that light on all the time based on the training that I've had with weapons lights. So for me, this is a good light. But where I was going with this is there are bigger lights. Now, some people carry a gun like this with a bigger light on it, and that's fine. You are going to get more beam throw. This one will throw a beam 280 meters according to the box. So if you anticipate being outdoors, you anticipate needing that additional lumen count and further beam throw, then this may be the way to go. But I would urge anybody that doesn't currently carry a light on their carry firearm to consider it. At least consider it. Yes, I know it's going to be an adjustment. The gun's going to carry different. It's going to shoot different. You're going to need a new holster. But you have to ask yourself, is that added inconvenience worth the benefit of being able to positively ID a target in low light or no light situations? Is it worth the peace of mind knowing that you can identify a family member, spouse, friend, whoever that is in your home before you shoot them? Legally, is it worth the added cost of buying the light versus possibly having to defend yourself in court for a bad shoot? I can't answer those questions for you. I'm just giving you a little background on why I absolutely swear by having a weapons light, and I think that you should at least give it some thought if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, keep shooting. I'll see you next time.